Hello everybody, my name is
Simon.
And last week I participated in the Community Game Jam, which was hosted by a lot of big names in the game development scene here on YouTube. For those of you who don't know what a game jam is, here's a quick rundown. Game jams are basically small and usually very casual game development challenges. The participants work alone or in a team to create a game in a limited amount of time that they then submit for everyone to play. Some game jams, like the Community Game Jam, for example, have a rating system where players can rate the submitted games. Usually, the prize is just honor. But when participating in game jams hosted by big creators such as Game Maker's Toolkit or Brackeys, the top games usually get featured on these creators' YouTube channels. But the focus of the game isn't to win, it's to learn new things and expand the limits of your game development skills. The most important and maybe the most difficult of these skills is the ability to make a game with a reasonable scope. Since game jam can last for as little as a few hours, there is simply not enough time to create a realistic multiplayer FPS RPG battle royale with lore deeper than the Mariana Trench. There is, however, time to create a little game called The Earth is Flat. A game where you are throwing books to stop crazy conspiracy theorists from making everybody believe that the Earth is flat. Because as we all know, the Earth is round. Or is it? Anyhow, in this video I'll show you how I made this game in only 1 week. I'll tell you a little about what things I think I did well and what I did not so well. Hopefully by the end of this video you'll learn a little bit about game development, and who knows, maybe you will be inspired to participate in a game jam yourself. When I first saw the theme I thought, fuck, I'm f***ed. The theme was "The game is a liar", and I couldn't for the life of me come up with a good game idea that had a reasonable scope. How was the game going to be a liar? So I decided to look if anybody have already submitted a small game and see how they interpreted the theme. What I found was that most people had made games that were not as much about a lying game as just lies in general. That's when I decided that I was going to do the same. The game was going to have some sort of infection-like mechanic where lies would be spread between NPCs, creating natural time pressure and clutch situations where the game could almost be lost only to be saved by one amazing play that gives the player a lot more time. It was also going to be 2D since I lacked the skills and time to make it 3D. Now that I had my idea down, it was time to get to work. I launched Unity and created a new 2D project, and I was in. First thing I did was creating a simple player movement script. I stored values describing the movement of the player in 4 variables, and later combined them into a vector 2 to handle contradicting inputs. I also normalized the vector to prevent the player from moving too fast diagonally. Then I started working on the book throwing mechanics, which is also the time where I made the first big mistake. I thought, yeah, throwing books is cool, but I could add so much more. I made new classes, enums, presets, and so much more to allow for more tools to be added in the future. This took way more time than I could afford to lose, and later I realized that I committed the biggest sin in game jamming: adding unnecessary features. When participating in a game jam, always create a game before you add more features that aren't absolutely needed. Your game probably needs pathfinding, player movement and shooting way more than 10 different weapons and enemy idle animations. Know what's important and focus on that. Anyway, I managed to get book throwing to work. At its core, it really wasn't that complex. I instantiated a book at the player's position and made it travel forwards until it hit a wall. But it was kind of useless without anything to use it against, so I figured that it was time to create the enemy. I wanted the enemy to 1. Follow informed people when they are in sight, 2. walk between the same POIs as them while not having them in sight, and 3. Lastly, spreading information to them when near. Spreading information was the easy part. I used to loop through the fairly small number of informed people and check whether the distance to them was less than the preset maximum. If that was the case, I just changed the misinformed boolean from false to true. That easy. But the walking and following was a lot more difficult due to it requiring 2D pathfinding. Ooh. I know 2D pathfinding can be scary since you can't rely on Unity's built-in nav management system, but it actually isn't that difficult as you might think. I found this really helpful pseudocode in a video by the amazing YouTuber, programmer and absolute genius Sebastian. Sorry if I butchered your name, but you're absolutely the best. The pathfinding algorithm is called A-star and it's really good when you already know the position of your destination. I'm not going to explain it here since Mr. Leg already has a whole video dedicated to just that. The link to that is, of course, in the description. The implementation took about a day and a half, but I would have liked to work on it a bit more because it still had a few bugs when it was time to submit the game. For example, number 1. The misinformed people would sometimes take completely illogical routes, like brushing up against a wall when walking diagonally would be so much faster. Number 2. Slowly walking to the POI before hunting down an informed person, even after becoming misinformed. And 3. Sometimes teleporting through walls. How even? But as I said, the time limit didn't allow for me to fix all of that. It did, however, allow me to create some pretty cool levels. I quite enjoyed the level design process. It really made me think about what was difficult and what was not. For example, long and narrow corridors made for an effective choke point where the player could throw a single book and tackle multiple enemies running in a line. Big groups of enemies tightly packed together were also easy to take out, but tightly packed groups of informed citizens were also difficult to defend. This meant that I, by creating corridors of different lengths, rooms of different sizes and groups of people separated by different distances, could control the difficulty of a level. I tried to make the levels harder the further you got into the game, but level 2 out of 5 turned out to provide the biggest challenge in the end. Along the way I'd added some small sprites, audio and gameplay and story info, which meant that the game was pretty much completed at this point. I playtested it, things worked as intended, and finally I submitted it to the game jam. Ah, satisfaction. Now I could sit down, grab a cup of coffee and watch as more and more people played and seemed to actually enjoy the game. I'd done it. I'd come up with a good game idea, with a reasonable scope, executed on that idea, submitted the game, and learned A-star pathfinding along the way. Only thing I lost was a bit of time, but let's be honest, I would have just spent it trying to get to Duna. So that's it guys, you can play the game on itch.io, links in the description, and if you do, please be sure to leave a comment telling me what you think of it. But before you head off, I have a bit of a challenge for you. I want you to participate in the game jam. You will learn a ton and I can promise you that you will have loads of fun. But with that being said, I'm out.